Hi, everyone. My name is Joel Pelagic, and I recently wrote an explainer story discussing the impact of the ongoing U.S. import tariffs on a local Syracuse art store and local artists here in Syracuse. But first, what are the import tariffs? So, under President Donald Trump's administration, there's a 10% baseline tariff rate on almost every product that comes from around the globe, and this is impacting even art supplies. The art store is a 52-year-old independent shop located in Syracuse, and they have art supplies that's sourced from across the globe, from origami paper in Japan to precision made pencils in Switzerland. And the art store's creative coordinator, Joseph von Sauter, said the art materials industry is incredibly vulnerable because it's truly global at every level. So the tariffs are going to impact it, in so many different ways. Von Sauter said some of the products are even going up 30% that the art store buys from their distributors. And to combat that with those higher prices, the art store really tries to deliver customer deals and things like dollar price clay, cheap oil paints, whatever they can do to save a customer a buck. So Von Sauter said that the art store also really tries to support smaller domestic brands, but that doesn't always mean that they're safe from the impact of tariffs. One thing that Von Sauter told me is that even if a product says made in the USA, that doesn't mean that, it's safe. These things still depend on raw pigments that are sourced internationally. An example is Afghanistan. Ultramarine blue, that pigment is sourced from materials in Afghanistan. And this map that I have here is just, a representation of some of the countries that are impacted by this 10% baseline tariff. This is courtesy of the New York Times. Ava Hunter, who is a full-time artist based in Syracuse and president of the Central New York Art Guild, said that, the impact of tariffs has really affected her creative process. She explained that if the art store runs out of paint, which they do more frequently now with the tariffs, she either has to start something new or switch paints in the middle of a process, in the middle of a piece, which can just be a real pain and can really mess up the flow of an artist. Whereas Beverly Lay, the treasurer of CNY Art Guild, said that full-time artists don't really have a choice when buying these products. They have to spend more and they have to raise the prices of their artwork. Hunter, for example, used to paint whatever she wanted, whatever made her happy, obviously outside of what she painted for her clients. One thing that she liked to paint a lot for herself were landscapes, but now she has to really choose when she does that, and she has to be more frugal. Even in these hard times, the Syracuse art scene is supporting each other. Artists are sticking together. And as I said previously, the art store is really trying to have deals for customers. And Beverly Lay told me that artists are trying to share supplies and to help each other out whenever they can.